Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. In today's tutorial, we will learn how to predict protein structure using AlphaFold and how to analyze the effect of mutation on protein structure. Specifically in this tutorial, we will learn to predict the 3D structure of normal protein, introduce a mutation into a protein sequence, then predict the mutated structure, and then finally compare both structures. This type of analysis is widely used in structural biology, protein engineering, drug discovery, and disease mutation studies. As we know, proteins candy structure contain alpha helix and beta sheets. The tertiary structure is the overall folding of the protein, and quaternary structure is the interaction between the multiple protein subunits. The 3D structure is extremely important because protein function depends on the structure. Even a single mutation in the sequence can sometimes affect how the protein folds and functions. So we have prepared this tutorial to analyze the mutation as well as to predict the protein 3D structure. We are going to use AlphaFold. Now what is AlphaFold? AlphaFold is an artificial intelligence system developed by DeepMind. It predicts the 3D structure of protein from their amino acid sequence. Traditionally, protein structures were determined using experimental models such as X-ray crystallography, cryo-electron microscopy, or NMR spectroscopy. But these methods can take months or up to years because it involves the mapping of every single amino acid one by one. This work has been made extremely easy by AlphaFold. AlphaFold uses deep learning algorithm to predict protein structure within minutes or hours. So let's start. First of all, open the Google Chrome and then sign it into your profile. You can use any of your Gmail account, either it's institutional or it's personal. I have signed it with my personal email ID. You can say this is my personal email ID. Then go to Google search engine and type AlphaFold server. This is alphafoldserver.com. Open this link. This is the main page of AlphaFold server. Click on continue with Google. You will be promoted to the next page. This is your account information. Continue to terms of the service. Scroll down. Type your university name or leave it blank. Click on here, I accept the Google terms and condition, and click on accept and continue. The new window will pop up. Click on the continue and it is done. Now you are in the AlphaFold server. This is its page. It is very simple. First of all, this is your profile, setting, feedback and logout, and these are the remaining jobs. For one day, you can get 30 jobs to run. Every day, these jobs reset. You can get the more information from here, like jobs can be up to 50,000 token. You can find out the more detail over here. 50,000 token means it depends upon the number of amino acids, the size of the protein you are going to predict, but it's quite enough for one day if you are going to work a normal size protein. If you are going to predict the structure of the normal size protein. And here they have provided the same example. If you got it, click OK, got it. When you will click it, you will get a new window. Here you can see this is the protein. You can also predict DNA, RNA, ligand, ion or anything else. But our main target is the protein. Number of copy is 1, and in this sequence you have to paste the protein sequence. You can get the protein sequence from UniProt or NCBI. In today's tutorial, I am going to use the protein human hemoglobin subunit beta. You can type UniProt with it. Click on the continue, and this is the it's switched to AI mode. I just need to click on the all so that I can get back to the main page. So this is the protein HBB hemoglobin subunit protein. Open it in a new tab and you will get the UniProt protein. This is the UniProt protein page. Here you can see this is the amino acid sequence, Here these are 147 amino acids. Simply go to the sequence and you will get the sequence. So this is the sequence. You can download the sequence by clicking in this button, or you can simply copy the sequence. You can simply click on this and the sequence will be copied. Now go back to your AlphaFold server and paste the sequence over here. Simply just copy and paste the sequence. Once you have pasted the sequence, click on the three dots. Here you can see the template settings. You can change the template setting. If you don't know more about it, just leave it on the default. Sometimes it's also provide the PTM. PTMs are basically the post-translational modification. You can click on it and you can simply choose the amino acid you want. Like here, it become gray. Click on it, it will become yellow. After it becomes yellow, scroll down and this is 5T. You can change it into glycan chain. If you don't want it, just delete it. In the same way, you can choose any other, like here it become yellow, and then these are the some more option. You can choose the post translational modification protein. You can change it to homocystine or so on. I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to explain it in a simple. Just I'm going to delete it. You can change as many as you can. Once you have done these modifications, just click the save button. I haven't changed anything. When you are done, just click on the continue and preview the job. Here this is your date and time. Place underscore and name as the name of your protein, like HHSB, like human hemoglobin subunit beta. So leave this default. The seed are basically the number of job retriever entries, but I normally don't select it, just leave it as it. And these are the protein, the 30 job remaining. Confirm and submit the job. Our job has been launched successfully. If you scroll down, you can see one job is minus from 30. Now we have 29 remaining jobs, and you can see this job is running. Depending upon the size of the protein and structure complexity, it can take up to few minutes, or if you have very big protein, it can take hours to complete. Our job has been completed. Now click on this one and it will promote to the next page. This is our result page. This is the structure which was predicted from the protein sequence. You can see these are the alpha helix present in it, and this is the matrix. This is the protein sequence, and this is the key. AlphaFold also gives a confidence score called pLDDT. pLDDT means predicted local distance difference test. You can see here is the key. The blue color means very high confidence, cyan color means good confidence, yellow color means low confidence, and red color means very low confidence. It's more than 90%, it is 90 to 70%, it is 70 to 50, and it is below 50%. And it also provides the expected position error in Armstrong aligned residue. It means these are the basically residue which are aligned during the prediction process. The very dark green color means they are perfectly aligned. If you see the very light color, it means there might be some error in the prediction. So you can see this color is comparatively dark green, which means it is a very good prediction. So these are all about the result. You can download the result by clicking on this button. These are my results which are downloaded in the form of the zip folder. If you inspect the zip folder, you can see these are basically the template files which the server used to predict the structure, and these are the full data file for JSON. And then we have models. These are total 5 models from 0 to model 4, and then we have a summary confident file. The most prominent and important files are these model files. Let me show you. For example, I simply copy this file and place it in a separate position, and now I'm going to use the PyMOL. If you are not familiar with the PyMOL, you can simply go to the download button. You can go to the Google Chrome and search PyMOL. This is the official site of the PyMOL. You can click on this icon. You will be directed to this page. You can click on the download now button, and these are the basically Mac, Linux and Windows installer. You can download and install the PyMOL and you will get this software. This is academically free. You can use PyMOL for visualization. Simply go to the file, click on the open button. Go to the desktop. I have my folder AlphaFold on desktop, and this is my structure AlphaFold HSBB model 0, which I have predicted. You can see this is my predicted model. It has prediction. It is very perfectly bind. If you want to see the sequence, this is the sequence of this particular protein. Our first part is completed, which is the prediction of the protein. This is the same sequence which I get. Now I'm going to mutate it randomly. Simply I copy this protein and paste it again. I type it as mutated. You can randomly mutate any amino acid sequence between. You can find out the complete frame mutation. You can find out the point mutation. I just randomly click the 5 to 7 amino acid, and I am replacing it this proteins. Proteins are basically aromatic carbon. I suppose that it can impart the major protein structure change. So it's just an idea. Let's see what happens. Simply after the mutation, copy this sequence, go to AlphaFold server again, click here in the clear. After clear, it will be cleared. Paste the new protein in which you have made the mutations. It's giving error the invalid character, so it might be a space like we when I did. Yes, it was space. When I remove the space, the protein is working fine. If you want the post translation modification, again you can go to the PTM. If not, we have just introduced the mutation over here. Just continue and preview the job. Change the name under mutated. HHSB underscore mutated, and then confirm and submit the job. Our second job is also completed. Just click on it and click on these 3 dots and download the file. If you want to view it, just double click on it and it will show you the results. Here you can see the result. Like here you can see there is a distortion in the frame. Alpha helix structure has been distorted, and you can see here that this cross sign, which is the major residue disruption, can be found in here. So it is visibly explained that after the mutation the protein structure has been deformed. When the protein structure is deformed, definitely its function also deforms. So now we will compare and superimpose both the mutated and non-mutated protein to see the difference. This is the folder for the mutated. From this folder I am going to copy the mutated model 0, which is the top one, and paste in a folder. I am going to rename the original non-mutated protein as protein A and the mutated protein as protein B. So now my non-mutated protein is protein A.CIF and mutated protein is protein B.CIF. CIF is basically crystallography information framework. Now I am going to the PyMOL and going to open both the mutated and non-mutated file together. The protein A is non-mutated and protein B is mutated. I just changed their name to make it simple because in the next step I am going to run a command to superimpose both of the protein. Open these both proteins together. You can see these two proteins are visible. Let me hide the sequence. So this pink protein is protein B and cyan color protein is protein A. So the next thing is I am going to superimpose the both protein to see the structural difference between them. This is the command to superimpose them. Align space name of the first protein comma space name of the second protein. My protein name are protein A and the mutated protein is protein B. I am going to copy this command, or you can simply type this command in here. This is the command line. Just paste it and press enter. So it's saying invalid name protein A. Oh, I have typed the incorrect name. Let me correct it. Protein A. I have corrected the protein. I am going to delete this protein, delete everything. Then going to upload the proteins again. Protein A, protein B. Open this. After opening this, copy this command, paste it in the command line and press enter. You can see both protein has been superimposed. Most of the part are the superimposed. But look at this area. In this area, the yellow protein is in the form of the circular like helix, but the light pink protein is in the form of straight line, which means it's not making the helix. I have adjusted the view to have a better look. You can see here is the helix, but here the helix is distorted. You may see that protein has been distorted, has been mutated, the structure has been altered. Once the structure of the protein is altered, their protein function is also altered, distorted, which means it doesn't work properly. This mutational study is very important in disease research. Many diseases are caused by the protein mutation generally. It is also important in drug discovery. Mutation may affect drug binding sites. Like if someone wants to choose its own protein and it see its ligand target binding sites, and then he mutate the protein and then again see the binding of that ligand and see what is the difference. Which means you have a protein, native unaltered protein, and you dock with your ligand and see the result. And then you take the protein and take its altered form and then dock it again, and you will see what is the difference between the native protein and the dock protein. This kind of project student can do. This mutation studies can also be used in scientific design mutation to improve stability or function of the protein. You can point mutate the different protein positions and see where at which mutation the protein is the most stable. So this is the benefit. Using the AlphaFold, researcher can quickly evaluate possible structural effects of mutation before performing the experiment. It saves a lot of time. So if I am conclude this, in this tutorial we learned that how to predict protein structure using AlphaFold, and then we studied how to introduce the mutation into protein sequence, and then how to compare wild type and mutated protein structures. This approach is very useful for structural biology and bioinformatics research. If you like the video, please like and subscribe. Thank you for watching.